Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is August the 16th, 2021, and today the topic is warnings. Y'all. Well, for those of you all that are watching me live, if I do a quick recap on my weekend, I'm telling you. Saturday was kind of low-key, to be honest. Saturday was like a regular day, a regular weekend. I ended up, giving myself a mani. I still got the same petty from like a few weeks ago. Gave myself a manicure because y'all know that I had to host this dinner party yesterday. Today. Well, it's yesterday now, but then it was going to be on Sunday. So that's what I was doing the new nails for, to always be promoting. You know how that goes. Spent time with my boys Saturday. That's pretty much what it was. Hubby made fajitas. It was a good time. Yesterday was nice as well. The dinner party went well with Bros Bites. Y'all, I'm telling you, he always does his thing. I feel like I did a little bit of my thing, And those of y'all that follow me on Facebook, you guys probably have seen some photos and everything like that. Everyone that came was so nice, and just a nice little time to just unwind, I guess, and just to chat and just get to know people and all these different type of things. But y'all, I guess I must have had too much fun because what time did I leave? Like, maybe I got back home around midnight. I don't even know. And then I was telling hubby about everything. And so by the time I realized that, wait a minute, today's Sunday, I got to do the juice. And by the time I realized that, and I went like straight to sleep. But yeah, when I woke up to the alarm, it wasn't, it was one of those days where I was like, oh, it's 4. It's Monday. And don't get me wrong, it did cross my mind to cancel or to be like, oh, y'all, blah, blah, blah. But there's no need, right? God done woke me up this morning and leave me in my right mind. Get on up and do what you're supposed to do, right? So that's why I'm here, I'm up. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, regardless of going to bed later and all those things. And, I guess let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. It's like I still have remnants of my makeup. Obviously, I didn't do none of that. All I did was come in, talk to hubby about everything, realized that it was late and that I had to get up, and then I went to sleep. And here we are, So, but I did my prayer meditation and all that stuff, like a regular day. But yeah, that's what had happened. So, interestingly enough, I did my prayer meditation and everything like that, and in this moment I can't really remember it. But the phrase "I'm here" came into my mind. I'm like, all right, well, Lord, I am here. I'm here. And I happened to just look up verses, and to me, these verses, as I read them, just came across as warnings. So that's where the topic come from today. And, hey, let's get into it, right? Shout out to the person that's watching me live. So here we go. 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour. Well, the word says we need to watch as well as pray. We need to always be, I guess, praying, right? We need, I guess the warning here for me is just, again, it's pretty clear, be sober-minded, be watchful, and letting us know, what our adversary is like. Now, let me see. I believe one of the verses in the Go Deeper section, but if not, I'm going to share kind of a little bit with you now. that, it says we fight against, we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but with spirits and things like that, and principalities and everything like that. And so, I guess overall what I'm receiving here is it helps to know what we're really fighting against, like what we're really up against at the end of the day. And so it's giving us a little insight to our adversary, and it says to say the devil, saying that he's prowling around like a roaring lion, seeking somebody to devour. So, yeah, we need to, I guess, always be watching, be ready, That's what I'm hearing in that verse there. But y'all can let that marinate on your own heart, souls, and minds this morning. Now, 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, we walk by faith and not by sight. Well, all of these is just pretty, self-explanatory to me, but, hey, how is that a warning? Well, not by sight, y'all. I think that's the main thing there, right? At the end of the day, we focus so much on what we see. We focus so much on what, like, right in front of us and everything like that, when we should more so walk by faith. Again, another thing to just think about here. Someone move on. Ephesians 5:11 says, take no part in unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Whew. Maybe that's the Pope. Maybe that's the Pope today for some, But, I guess for others that is not the Pope for is, it's a direction. It's something that's telling us what we should do here. Don't take part in unfruitful works of darkness, and instead expose them. I don't know. Again, this is pretty plain. I don't know if there's much to reiterate here from me. We know about all kinds of darkness, right? We know about all kinds of evils and everything like that. And, at the end of the day, again, I guess sometimes people get get caught up in the love of money and all those different things, that they think that being a part of those unfruitful works, or the dark things or the evil things or whatever the case is, it might be helping people in the moment, and so they're not necessarily thinking about the overall picture. But God calls those things unfruitful. At the end of the day, I guess this should help us to put perspective into the things we do. Like, is it fruitful or not? Again, we can let that marinate on our hearts, souls, and minds today. Obviously we can go deeper about that. But yeah, I guess I'm just reminded of the evil things that go on in this world. I know we talk about it all the time, like the human trafficking and all those different things. What fruit comes from that, y'all? Yeah, people may get their money in that time, but look at all the things that you're doing. Like when it comes to the kids, you're ruining their hearts, their minds. You're pushing them further away from Christ. All those different things, and God calls those things unfruitful. So again, just something to think about there. Now, Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a priest to me. And since you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children. Y'all, that really did stand out to me this morning as I was reading the different verses. I've heard a lot repeatedly the whole my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. I've heard that several times, but I think hearing the rest of that, I guess it got me to think a little bit, and it's just letting us know that, hey, if you continue to reject knowledge, right, then I'm going to reject you from being a priest to me, and this is going to even affect your children. So, I guess the phrase that came into my head right now is like, you have not, could you ask not? At the end of the day, the knowledge, right, is available for all of us. Are you going to receive it, right? Are you going to continue to reject it, or what? And then if you do decide to continue to reject it, then hey, there's consequences to that. And these are the consequences that, not only, I guess, are you not going to walk in the gift of being a priest or whatever the case is, or maybe even the will of God, or obviously, I guess, the position that, he has for you. And then this is going to also affect your children, your offspring, your fruit, your whatever you want to look at it as. So again, just something to think about today. I don't know if all of you all heard those things as warnings today, but as I reflected on those verses this morning, I just was like, they sound like warnings, so I'm gonna call this thing warnings. So that is the juice, y'all. There's some more verses for you all to just take a look at and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds this morning. But the Bible verse of today is Galatians 5:24, and it says, "And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections, and lust." I'm gonna read that again. "And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts." Friends, I hope y'all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. And just a reminder, y'all, today is Monday, so later on this evening, we're supposed to be having our first Bible study group situation. I'm going to try my best to just go live in the group. However, if not, then be on the lookout for a link, like to a Zoom meeting or something like that. That's going to be at 7 p.m. tonight on our Bible study group that's on our Facebook page. Be on the lookout for that, y'all. All right, look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. This has been brought to you in part by Anointed Touch, Health, Fitness, and Beauty. Eat right and exercise daily. Walk with God. Run from the devil. 1 John 20:20. You have an anointing from the Holy One. Visit anointedtouch-hfb.com for more information.